think I'm live. I've never done this before. So this is either gonna go really well or we're just gonna say really well. So I'm getting ready to make my sweet and spicy candied pecans. And this is a really, really easy recipe, and I have been promising my great aunt Janice, this is for you if you're watching, which I don't think you are because it would come up on the screen. I don't know if anyone's watching. Anyway, I'll proceed. This is her favorite recipe, and so anyway, I am gonna make it. It's really super easy to make. Hi, Nicole. It's been a long time. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just make these real quick. If you've ever been to those stands in the mall during the holidays that they set up, we have one right now locally here at our St. George Mall where they have the candied pecans and nuts and everything else. Anyway, these candied pecans taste better. So anyway, so this is a really good recipe. I gave this recipe out as, you know, when you take cookie deliveries to people for Christmas. I didn't do cookie deliveries last year. I actually did mason jars filled with these candied nuts, and they were really popular. So anyway, let me go grab my pecans real quick. I didn't grab those. Okay, so I have 4 pounds of nuts here that I'm gonna make. I'm doubling my recipe. So you wanna take and mix up your dry ingredients separate from your wet ingredients. And for the outside, or the coating that makes the sugar and all the dry stuff, the cinnamon and everything stick to the outside, it's egg whites. An egg white and water mixture. So this is gonna call for 4 egg whites. And I actually use this nut recipe for a salad topper too, to put these candied nuts on my salad, and it's really, really good. And you can freeze them, so you can make them in advance if you're gonna do Christmas deliveries. Okay, so we've got 4 egg whites and 4 tablespoons of water. And then you're just gonna add vanilla extract. And I use Mexican vanilla. And I like the flavor. The flavor's slightly different. And so, I actually, my favorite vanilla is a vanilla bean paste. It's really expensive. It's like $30 for like a jar, like this big. But my second favorite vanilla and go-to vanilla for most of my recipes, I really like Mexican vanilla. So you're gonna have 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And you're gonna whisk this until it's kind of fluffy, and I'll show you what it looks like. You just want it to, because your egg, when you crack your egg, it has the liquidy part and then the gel part. And you want that blended together, or you're gonna have like gel stuck to some of your nuts, which, you know, you don't want that. Okay, so as you can see, they're starting to get, let me see if you can see that, frothy and bubbly. And that's what you want it to look like. Okay, and then in a separate bowl, we're gonna do our dry ingredients, and this big bowl is gonna be for my nuts. So cups of sugar. And I'm making a huge batch of these nuts. 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then it calls for, I'm doubling the recipe, so 4 teaspoons of cayenne. But I'm going to do 2 because I'm making this for my aunt and uncle. And I don't know, they don't like it super spicy, and I don't want to overdo it. And this recipe, because it's sweet and spicy, it has a kick to it. It's not overpowering. I mean, if you like medium spice, you would like these nuts. But I'm just gonna do 2 teaspoons of the cayenne because I'm making it for them. So. All right, and then we're gonna do 4 teaspoons of kosher salt. And I like the coarse grains of the kosher salt. I use kosher salt in most of my stuff. You know, if you're making a soup or something, it dissolves and you don't really notice. Let me grab a fork. Let me get a fork. Because I don't want to use my whisk there. Mix that around a little bit, and then I just need to add cinnamon. And it is, we got to do 8 teaspoons of cinnamon. So I'm going to count this out loud so I don't lose track. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Christy. All right. So you're just mixing your dry ingredients, see that, until they're just well coated. And let me make sure I've got everything on here. Yep. We have everything done. So now we can take the pecans. And I'm just gonna dip my finger in this mixture just to see how spicy it is. Oh, that's good. That'll be good for my aunt and uncle. It's just subtle. So if you don't like super spicy stuff, more like a mild, you would want to cut the cayenne in half. All right, so I'm gonna dump the pecans in a large mixing bowl. See how big this mixing bowl is? So I've got 4 pounds of pecans here. And I just get these big bags from Costco. All right. So we're gonna make sure our egg whites are just really frothy and mixed together with that vanilla extract. Okay. And let me get a rubber spatula. Okay. So we'll coat the nuts in the egg white mixture. And this is really, really easy. I like doing big batches of stuff. And then, so I live in kind of like a retirement community. And so I always take treats to my neighbors. Like earlier this week, I made pumpkin chocolate chip muffins, which I need to get those posted so everybody can get a hold of that recipe. But it seriously took me like 5 minutes to mix up the batter in this big bowl. And then I just filled the muffin tins and I made like 50 muffins and I delivered them around the neighborhood. I had stuff that I had to use that. So